Get ready with me to go nowhere. I have a Monster Peachy Keen. Cheers. Clink. I use the Aveeno Ultra Calming Moisturizer with SPF 15. I really like this one. This is actually almost my second empty, so I'm gonna have to buy more soon. I like that it has SPF in it and it's not too heavy, but let's be real, the fact that it's pink and says Ultra Calming is really what sold me. I hope they still sell it. I promise I'm not rubbing my face hard, I just have sensitive skin. Which is why you see all my acne. I never show my acne on camera. If you have wavy hair like me, I highly recommend when you do your twist, I do it like this. I put it on and then I gently twist and then I just throw it over. Don't do the whole like flip your head over, and you know, the more movement you cause your hair, the frizzier your waves and stuff are gonna be. I brush my hair in the shower and then I get out, and while my hair still has a good amount of water in it, like I let it sit a couple minutes while I do my moisturizer. Then I use this detangler spray. It's Suave Kids, and it's the scent is sparkleberry. It's frozen. Frozen makes me so happy because it reminds me of when my little sister was a kid. So anyways, I like this formula because it's not too heavy. And I spray a good amount, kind of starting from here down. I don't want to spray a lot on the top. Kind of rake my fingers through. Maybe I'll spray a little bit more at the bottom. I don't see too many like wavy girl routines, I guess. Like with curly girls, they recommend using like a leave-in conditioner and stuff like that, but it's way too heavy for wavy hair. And then I go in with some Not Your Mother's Curl Talk. It's also almost done. I use a good amount because my hair is super long, maybe a little bit bigger than a quarter. But if your hair is shorter, you probably don't need that much. And again, I just rake it through the bottom half of my hair. I kind of stop, you know, where my face is, because my hair gets pretty oily very fast, especially having bangs. And then I start scrunching it in. You don't want to start like, you know, agitating the hair. You have to be very gentle, because hopefully this is the way your waves will dry. Once I've done that step with the gel, I try not to put the towel on it anymore because it'll just create frizz since there's gel in your hair, and the towel kind of, you know, moves everything around, agitates it. Because I'm filming, I forgot this part, but before I put all the product in, I normally do my part. So I kind of come over here to where my eyebrows at and I start splitting. So there, now it's laying the way you want. Then you would go in with this, and then you would go in with this. I like that they match. I don't like purple, but I'm happy that they match. It makes sense in my brain that they go together. I'm just gonna quickly, because I changed the way it's all laying, I'm gonna quickly go through. I would not recommend doing this. The hair has already started drying, so I'm definitely probably gonna agitate it. For the bangs, it's kind of a necessity to have a hair dryer, I think. And I notice a very sharp difference between just letting my hair air dry and then styling them. This hair dryer was my mom's. I don't know how long she's had it, but they probably don't even sell this anymore. So I'm gonna hold down this side to make sure that my part doesn't get messed up, and then I'm gonna heat set my part, and then I'm gonna spray my bangs this way to make sure they swoop right, and then I'll just go up and above to kind of create some volume. I blow dried my bangs like 80% of the way. Now the last 20% I'm gonna let them dry on their own, and I'm going to do my makeup. because it's winter, sometimes this is not strong enough. So I do have this Neutrogena Hydro Boost Water Cream, and I really like this, but it is super duper heavy, and if I wear it anytime outside of the winter, I will break out. So I kind of just go through to see if I'm flaky anywhere. Normally I'll be flaky like at my chin, around my nose, sometimes up here, and I'll just put some of this on. Right now it seems like it's just my lips that are a little flaky. Okay, I guess we're fine. The concealer I've been using right now is this e.l.f. one Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Fair Beige. It doesn't say it on the packaging, so I just literally wrote it in Sharpie so I'd remember. I do like Rare Beauty. I do really like the Rare Beauty concealer. My mom gave me this one. She didn't really like it, but I really liked it. It's just my summer shade, and it's like 30 bucks, and this was like 11, so it's like, you know. My cheeks are bad. Like, I'm hoping you can't really tell on camera, but they're really bad. I'm pretty sure it's because I stopped buying snacks a while ago. Like, I'm not much of a snacker anymore, but I do have a very large coffee intake. So I suspect it's coffee and terrible sleep habits that caused my acne. I really didn't have bad acne growing up until like after high school, which is very annoying, but that's also when I started drinking coffee heavily. Monster in high school didn't do this to me. That's all I'm gonna say. But coffee is twice as addicting, I think, than Monster, because not only is there caffeine in it, and caffeine is addicting, but coffee, usually you also have sugar in it, and if you get it from like a coffee shop, it has tons of sugar in it, so sugar is also addicting. I just use this random brush, Luxie 514. It's a blush brush. I really like a big fluffy brush. I just go kind of crazy. At this point, the concealer is like all over my face by the time I finally blended it, but it's cool, it's whatever. I like that the e.l.f. and Rare Beauty concealers are kind of drying, because I feel like it dries out my acne. I don't know if that's just me, but I like that a lot. Lately, I started wearing mascara, and it makes me feel really pretty, so we're gonna do that. This is just like an e.l.f. eyelash curler. Oh, look at this mirror. My mom got it for me last Christmas. It's a concha. It's like a kitty concha. I don't know, but it's also pink. The mascara I'm using is Lash Paradise. Mascara just makes me feel so beautiful. Honestly, I was inspired by my friend Sabina. I don't know if Sabina's watching, but if you did, girl, it was you, because she's very much in her like simple, minimalistic, clean girl era. If you do not watch Sabina, I'm gonna put her channel on the screen, and I'm gonna link it down below, because I love her videos, and she does a lot of like girl talk, FaceTime, get ready with me stuff, which is I feel like probably also inspired this. Yeah, shout out Sabina, she's my girl. And these are my two favorite eyeshadow palettes right now. This one, I know there's color, but it's literally just glitter, and sometimes I just put a little glitter and I'll put it on without primer, and then it like kind of falls all over my face, and it's kind of a vibe. Like, I feel, you know, pretty and girly and like a princess. And this one, it does look like it has shimmer, but it's just color. This one's from Dollar Tree. This one I had to get online. I really like these a lot. Sarah Chio is the one that put me on both of these. I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer. I like to let it dry a little bit before I let down the bangs, because they kind of stick if my face is not dry. I don't wear makeup every day, but when I do, I definitely feel extra pretty. I love this pink box. I got it at Dollar Tree too. I think I'm like a closeted pink girl. On the internet, I'm like, I hate color, blah blah blah, and then in my like personal time, I have everything pink. For deodorant, I use the Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter and Hyaluronic Acid. And it smells so good, so good. I don't see a lot of people talk about this on YouTube, but moisturizing your pits is like really important. It's a big part of my routine, I guess. Like, I make sure that I have something moisturizing on when I shave as like a shave gel replacement sort of thing. So I'll use conditioner or even a cream or a lotion. And then after I shave, I make sure that I use like some aloe cream to keep it moisturized because that skin, it has been damaged. And then my deodorant is moisturizing, and I just notice a big difference. So if you have problems with like bumps and stuff with shaving, make sure that everything is super moisturized. If you're curious about my bath essentials, for body wash, I really like the Dove Sensitive Skin Hypoallergenic. I feel like everybody, even if you don't have sensitive skin, should be using sensitive skin stuff because I think using strong chemicals on your skin every day probably isn't very good, you know? Everything's wet because I just got out of the shower, but for conditioner, I use the Shea Moisture. This is the coconut one. I've tried pretty much all their conditioners and I like them all. I put it on like from here down. I brush my hair. I don't do the whole like squish to condition thing that like the curly girls recommend. I just let it be straight and then I rinse it out after I've brushed. I leave about maybe 10%, 20%. You don't want your hair to be like squeaky clean after conditioning it because that defeats the whole purpose. So I do like to leave about, you know, 10, 15, 20% still on my hair. For my face, I use this Cetaphil salicylic acid one. Do I love it? I don't really care. I know my acne is not going to go away unless I change my caffeine intake and stuff like that, you know. You can do all you want externally, but if you don't take care of internal, you're still going to have acne. For shampoo, this is where I get real. I do not use any fancy stuff. I have the Suave Essentials. My hair is pretty healthy. I only use heat on my bangs. I don't brush my hair when it's dry, and then there was something else. Oh, I don't really like dye my hair or anything, so I switch between shampoos. These both have good qualities to them, but I notice if I use one too much, I get buildup. So I switch between Head and Shoulders Classic Clean and Suave Essentials Daily Clarifying. I recommend everybody get a daily clarifying one. Even if you don't use it very often, it does in fact remove excess oil buildup and residue. Like this will get your hair squeaky clean. It's a nice reset, you know, even if you only use it once a week or once every other week. I know loofahs are kind of controversial on the internet, but I really like this little scrubby. It's by the brand Eco Tools. It is in fact dripping because I used it, but I like that it has the loofah on one side and then it has this like sandpaper on the other side. I use the exfoliating side on my back because I really like to get a good scrape on my back, and then I will use the loofah on everything else. And this is my hairbrush. It's the Tangle Teaser one. Once you get one of these, you will never ever go back, and it's pink. I should have called this like a Vogue Beauty Secrets video, right? I don't think I quite give like Vogue celebrity, you know? I'm drinking Monster in the restroom, so I really don't like wearing a cami by itself, but this one is so beautiful. It's by Brandy and I have matching underwear on. So cute. And you didn't need to know that, but you sat through my whole beauty routine, so I'd hope you're not a creep, and if you are, you should leave. For the bottoms, I'm just wearing my Skinny Miss Me jeans. Also, my bangs are dry, so I'm gonna go ahead and straighten them. My straightener, I think, is like the cheapest one you can find at the grocery store. It's by Conair. I don't need anything crazy, I just use it for my bangs. And so like, ow. So I kind of get my bangs and I go straight up, and then at the very end, I like slightly turn it away, and it kind of gives me that swoop I like. And then this one, I kind of straighten it out. And then this side, I like straightening this one out too. The look of straightened bangs and wavy hair definitely reminds me of like the 2010s era, and it makes me so nostalgic. I really do hope that the side part emo bangs like come full force even outside of emo subculture. This is so random, but I went into Bath and Body Works to buy my Suedo teakwood like cologne thing for Christmas, and they were having a sale on the soaps. The soaps were like $3, which is, I feel like, pretty average for a soap. So I decided to get this coffee and whiskey one. I got one for him and then one for me, and I love it so much. It smells like coffee. My eye starts twitching. Need coffee. Guys, I just remembered that I have matching socks. Okay, I know I said I'm not going anywhere, but I think I'm gonna go get some pho because my tummy hurts and some warm chicken noodle soup sounds so good right now. So I just threw on this like shirt thing that I thrifted. I think the brand is Old Navy. And then I have my Twilight messenger bag with my little keychains, and then I'm wearing my half cabs. So yeah, yeah. But that's all. See you later, bro face.